in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come in because I don't want anybody to miss this live who wants to come in and comment in the live chat. I have penned a letter this morning because I didn't want to leave out anything in this letter. It's a sincere letter, comes from the heart, and it's how I feel. So let me give y'all a few minutes to come in, join in the chat. Welcome to everybody who's coming in this morning. I appreciate you. And I'm on time this morning. How about that? Yes. So I kind of kick back, relax this morning, as always, out here on this virtual cruise ship that we are sailing on called the Fantastic Voyage. I want to thank everybody coming into the chat this morning. I may not be able to speak to everybody because this letter is kind of a long letter, and I don't want to be on here all day long expressing my feelings, but I think it's the time and the place is now. It's a very honest, open, sincere letter to my content creators out here on YouTube. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let my chat come on in. Give y'all a few minutes. Oh, Yo, I am sorry for you. She says, hi, Ms.V. I'm here. So sad. Put my dog down this morning. Oh, Yo, I'm sorry. Animals that we take into our homes become family. And I sincerely understand that. I grew up with animals on a farm, which out here on YouTube seems to be a bad thing, Yo. But in my opinion, having grown up on a 120-acre farm in small town, rural Louisiana, I do understand that animals can be your best friend in life, period. So, my condolences to you. Okay? All right. When we get up a little bit higher, I'm going to start my letter. And I'll be reading most of it to you because I don't want to forget anything. So hello to you, Asia. Let me turn my phone down so if it starts ringing, I don't want any interruptions today. Hello to you, Auntie Mimi, Wanda Clarity, um, Lisa Red, Asia, good morning to you. Thank you for all the hearts and the roses you all are bringing in. I am Michelle for Life, Sandra McHenry. Okay, I want to get up a little bit higher with my numbers, and then I'm going to start my content this morning, okay? It's Friday, and you know Miss V comes on for the last time at 7:30 tonight, unless I have something going on, which tonight I do not. So I'm going to do my content this morning, and after I finish, I'm getting on about my day, taking care of my business. It's always MY when I'm out here on these YouTube streets, okay, when it comes to my channel and my business, okay? Y'all hit the like bell as you come in, please. Hey, Jam, thank you, Myra, for coming in, moderating. I appreciate you. Hi, Miss Jackie Johnson. Okay. If we get up a little bit higher, give y'all a few more minutes to come in. I don't know what's going on, in your life. This may be all that come in this morning. I don't know because people are on vacation. They're working. Today is Friday. And it is what it is. I take it, the good with the bad, the bitter with the sweet. That's who I am. Hey, Catherine lives in peace, not pieces. Good morning to you. I know you in disbelief. Let me see, what are you saying? As well, you look beautiful and well rested this morning. I am. Even though I didn't get to bed until after 2 last night, I woke up around 8 this morning because I had some business I had to take care of on the telephone. But I'm well rested. When I did get to sleep, I rested very well. Good morning to you, Wanda Clayton. Okay. So we've been in 5 minutes. That's long enough. The rest of them will catch the replay as usual, or they'll come in and they'll go back. That's what my channel is all about. So when I created this channel away from YouTube streets. I didn't want to be a part of the streets. I wanted this to be a relaxing channel where people can come off the street out on YouTube Road and visit with me. We could have conversations. We could discuss topics. We could do reactions, but never ever to tear anyone down, because for those of you who have been out here at least 3 years, you know my story out here on YouTube. And you know who brought the story, which was Roz, about me. Um, I will never forget it. I have forgiven her, but I don't want no dealings with her, period. Once you lie on me, it's over. I don't care if you do apologize. I will accept your apology, but I don't want no dealings with you because I don't have to. I am next to the oldest content creator in this sector. I have no time for the lies or the foolery. I come out here and I try to get along with everybody. Do I agree with what everybody says? No. And they don't have to agree with me. But we can agree to disagree, keep it moving. Okay? I'm not spending my older years out here fighting with anybody. And I have expressed that to the utmost in a lot of my content that I've brought out here. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know these people. I have never met any of them, period. May not ever meet any of them. So I can come on with my own topics daily, and we can engage in them. Some days you may like them, some days you may not. Hello, Amy. How you doing? Hi, Michelle. That is, I am Michelle for life. Hey, Jam Jam. Good morning. Good morning. So let me get into the letter that I have penned. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn some light on this situation. The sun was up and I had enough light coming through the window, but I don't now. So let me shed some light on the situation here. Okay, so I sat down this morning and I penned this letter. So let me try to get through this letter, and then I'll try to get to some of y'all's comments. And I'm only going to ask you to be respectful with your comments as well as stick with the topic, okay? The topic is to my content creators, okay? And how I feel about what has expired last night out here on YouTube. So last night I went into Sharita's chat, and to much my surprise, I was thrown, because when I went into the chat, I had no idea who she was talking about or what she was talking about. I go into her channel from time to time like I do everybody else, if I can get to it. Some days I don't have time. I'm a busy person. I'm involved in a whole lot of things. So when I got into her chat, I honestly thought when I went in there that she was talking about Callie. That's normally what she was talking about when she comes out. So halfway through the chat, I realized from people in the chat that it wasn't about Roz. It was about DJ. Now let me stop for a minute and let me go back down memory lane with Sharita when she first came out here and she co-hosted with Roz. Didn't have very much to do with her because I didn't have anything to do with Roz. And I just don't really get into content creators who affiliate with her. Because if you think like her or you support her, I'd rather just stay away. Because in the long run, it will cause confusion. And I'm not about confusion. God is not the author of confusion. So if he's not, and I call myself following him, then why would I come out here and get involved in confusion? So after I went into her chat and I realized it was about DJ last night, I was stunned because I did not see it coming. I did not know anything about it. We all know I have been very, very busy out here with my own personal life, packing, moving, getting settled in as a widowed single woman to live out the rest of my life. I was lost for words when I realized what had happened. So I commented on the live and I let her know that and everybody else in the chat. So this is my take on the entire thing. Most of the people in the chat knew I was lost from my comments, and they saw how I was feeling about this. Because like I said, I support most of the content creators out here, and they support me. When I first came out, all of them were calling out my name in support of me. Go over, check out Ms.V. When I look at my analytics on my page, my people that come into my chat come from every channel almost out here, except a very few. And I do appreciate that. I do appreciate them calling out my name. But I'm smart enough also to know that people are going to come to your channel because of you, because of your content, because of the interactions you have with them. And like I've said before, I appreciate them for calling out my name because what they did for me is let people know I had a channel out here. All right? Now let's back and go back down memory lane when Sharita came out. Like I said, she came out as a co-host with Roz. They later had a falling out, and Sharita left and she got her own channel. There were at least 5,000 Roz supporters that left Roz with Sharita, which caused a bigger conflict with the two of them because Roz would not be sitting at 14, she would be sitting over 20,000. That's money lost for her. But people can change their mind. Just like I have supported people and changed my mind when I did not like the direction their channel was going in. I backed away and moved on about my business. Okay? And you can do that. So while Sharita was over there with Roz, she came for me. But God would have it that I was leaving YouTube right as she said she was getting ready to do a skit on me because of the illness in my family. So God worked it out where we never went out after each other or anything. I left for 4 months. I came back. Sharita had started her channel and she was moving on with her channel. I listened to her on her channel. There was no problems. She never said anything negative about me. Yeah, she did on Roz's channel, but once she got to her own channel after they fell out, she has never said anything negative about me. So there was no reason for me not to support her. And that's what I do with every channel out here. for as long as you do not call my name in mess or try to involve me in the mess, there's no reason for me not to subscribe to your channel. Or there's no reason for me not to come into your channel. Okay? And that's my true feelings on that. All right? So my take on YouTube is this is all about business. I don't conduct myself any differently on YouTube than I conduct myself in real life situations, in negative situations, in positive situations. I am me. I'm not trying to be anybody else at 69 years old but me. Some will like it, some will not. I've said before, I'm not for everybody, but I'm for somebody. And it's obvious because my channel is growing. No, it's not growing as fast as some of the other channels who have come out here because I don't do a lot of drama. Drama sells. People like drama. And if that's the way they want to get it, fine. It's no beef with me. It's no monkey off my back. I could care less. I do me. They do them. I may agree. I may disagree. Same thing with them. They don't have to agree with everything I say on my channel. They don't even have to comment, just like I don't. So, I listened to Sharita last night, and I heard her take on it. When I got off of her live, DJ was on. I did not catch the very beginning, so I went all the way back when she got off to hear what she had to say. I don't agree or disagree with neither one of them. It's not my beef to agree or disagree. I stay out of other people's business. That's their problem. I still support both of them because neither one of them have done anything to me. That's real life situation for me. I'm not going to get mad at anybody who gets mad at somebody else unless I support their page, I subscribe to their page, and somebody's coming for them lying on them. Otherwise, we are all grown. Some of us are well-seasoned women out here, and we can take care of ourselves. As I said before, I came alone into this world. I am not a twin, triplet, or none of that. I came as a single into this world. I will leave out as a single in this world. I don't need a team ever in life. I don't need a squad ever in life. I stand alone on my platform. I've been lied on in the short time I've been out here. Content creators have come to my defense because they knew that person was lying on me. I have thanked them for even acknowledging it to me because I was unaware. It's a lot of channels I don't step foot on because they keep up too much drama, too much mess, and I don't want to be involved in it. I will do a show and I will let them know. I will put it on my community wall, Showtime at the Apollo. When I come for Showtime at the Apollo, I'm letting you know. Don't involve me. Don't call out my name in mess. I've never been in mess in my life. I'm not a messy person. I'm a standalone person, and I can defend and take care of my own self all of my life. I've been through a lot in my life, being a product of integration and segregation. So I know how to carry myself. I know when to speak. I know when not to speak. I know when to get involved and when not to get involved. I know how to read you, classy. I don't have to cuss you. I don't have to belittle you. I can just come out honestly and say the truth and how I feel about it. And I will continue to do this. Okay? So, not being a controversial person I don't like beefing. I don't like arguing. It does nobody good. I'm too old to get my blood pressure up. I'm not trying to go through kidney failure because I didn't come out here on YouTube and didn't have sense enough to know how to conduct myself, to keep myself out of the drama, and then my kidneys are failing. No. It will be a year next month since I lost my brother from kidney failure. And I refuse to allow my old organs to be attacked by anybody or anything out here on YouTube. Okay? So, I don't have a problem with anybody out here but Rosalind Knight, Belinda Carter, who is Ask Granny, and Dodo. Those are the only three people that have come for me and lied on me. Okay? I have addressed them. I will continue to address them if they call my name. There are other people out here who support Roz. You've never heard me say a darn thing about them, and you won't. That's their business if they choose to support her. I don't support her, never will, because she came for me, didn't have no reason to, made content on me, and made plenty of money off of my back. So that's why I say anytime I choose to address her, I will. And if anybody has a problem with it, including her, I'll see you in federal court. I'm not fighting with you on YouTube. I'm prepared to go into federal court with you and may the best man win. I'm ready. I stay ready. Okay? So, I'm not a flip-flopper. I don't flip the people who I have supported out here. I continue to support out here, including Treese. I've stated many times I supported her before she ever made a million. When her children were not even born yet, when she just had Courtney, before she was even monetized. I'll go into her chat whenever I have the time. I will comment when I want to, okay? As I did yesterday. And we respect each other, regardless to who I supported, okay? So it is what it is. Now, there are some people out here who I have supported in the past who have flip-flopped to the other side with Ross for support only, for views only. I'm getting mine out the mud. I don't want to build a channel based on somebody else's content and riding off their back. Never. Because I don't have to. I get checks regardless to whether I come on YouTube or not because I work for them. Okay? I've married men who worked and built and established themselves and left me very comfortable with it. So there's no need for me to come out here and attack anybody for any money. I like doing what I do. I'm in love with the people who have come over to support me and will defend them to the end, as I did with those 5 that I know were at the event that Sharita and Sweet Tea gave in Orlando, Clearwater, excuse me. There was no need for anybody to attack them, period. If they chose to go to the event, that's their business. Why would anybody attack Miss Loretta because she chose to go to the event? She lives there. She doesn't live very far away. It was within driving distance. Anybody who wanted to go, if they were accepted by them, then they can do it. Had I not been moving, I probably would have gone also myself. But time did not permit it, nor did I get involved in that because I knew better. I knew I did not have the time to go. To me, in my opinion, I saw nothing wrong with anything they did. It was a well thought out and planned event. Okay? And like I said, I am solo, independent, self sustaining, and I go and I move through these channels and through these chats just like I want to. I will not comment on any content creators that I support that are going through it. That does not involve me, it involves Sharita and DJ. Hopefully, they can work it out. In the meantime, I have no beef with either one of them because they have not said anything about me. Okay? Now, inclusion was also there. She supports my channel. I support her channel. Sweet Tea was there. I support her channel. She supports mine. When I first came on, she came into my channel a lot. At the time she was coming in, she and Brittany were into it. Both of them were coming into my channel, and I handled it very well because I didn't have a problem with Brittany and I did not have a problem with Sweet Tea. Okay? And still don't to this day. I told Brittany how I felt by phone, and a Sweet Tea knew how I felt by listening to my content. I'm not going to have mess on my channel. I'm not going to have beef on my channel. It's a channel that was created to come over. We speak our mind. You can say whatever you want to say for as long as you don't disrespect anybody in my channel and you don't disrespect me. It has been that way since day one, and it will continue. I have gotten rid of a few people out here on my channel, two to be exact, because one came with the wrong reason. He came as if he was a supporter, and he ended up trying to date me out here on a site. No, I'm not interested. I've made that very plain. Okay? So I had him blocked and let him move on. Another supporter came over and she went over on Ask Granny and she tried to defend me with how she chose to do it. She was blocked. I didn't ask you to do that. I can defend myself. She was emailing me every day. I don't have time for that. Want me to call her? I don't want to call you, okay? I don't have a problem with anybody emailing me. I have put my email out there for you to do it. But if you start emailing me 2 or 3 times a day and calling me, you're going to get blocked over here. My life does not support that type of time for you. I'm not trying to be your anything. I don't know what you got going on. I only address it out here on my channel. Okay? I don't want to get involved in your life like that. No, because it's none of my business. So I hope I'm making myself very clear. All right? I realize that DJ and Chase have issues. Chase has never done anything to me. So you've never heard me say anything about Chase out here in DJ's channel. When DJ is addressing Chase, that's their problem. That's their issues. Neither one of them came over here. Well, DJ wasn't even out here when Roz attacked me. And Chase was. And they didn't get into my business. I'm not getting into theirs. Whatever their beef is, it's their beef. I do not get into other people's beef. If I support them and either one of them are lying or somebody's lying on them, oh, I'm coming out here. You've heard me come to people's defense out here. Just like people have come out here and come to my defense when the fake store came over and lied on me about buying seasoning from Treese and turning her in because I was supporting Coco at the time. They came to my defense and said, you are a lie. And it was more than one. Y'all were out here. You heard it. Okay? I carry myself that way. So I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. All right? That's how I feel about the situation with DJ and Chase. Does it mean I'm not going to support DJ because her and Chase are into? No. Mm-mm. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Period. Okay? So that takes care of that. Chase and Mel have been in my chat. I welcome them in my chat. Don't disrespect my chat because I don't come into y'all's chat disrespecting y'all's. In fact, I had never been into Mel's chat. She came over here. I went over there to see what she was talking about, how she felt about it. You know, she was a raw supporter. Her and Chase chose not to support her anymore. That's their business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Because, like I said, I have supported channels out here that I no longer support because I saw through where they were going with their content. I did not like it because I don't like people attacking small children. Let them live. Let them be great was what I said from day one. They have not lived their life for you to come out here attacking them. Leave the children alone. Leave the elderly alone. They've lived their life. Why would you come out here and attack some elderly person that you don't have no clue? You've never met them. You don't know anything about them. So how can you come and go off into their house and their household and make content off of them trying to run up views? Ask Granny. Mind your business, okay? Stick with inspiration because as a reaction channel, you're not doing very well. You're very messy out here on these streets. Yes, I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back, okay? Messy, I am not. I've been very transparent with myself and others out here and how I felt, okay? Um, I've always said that I demand respect over here. I demand respect. A staff from over here. I don't need you. I don't care if nobody comes into the chat. Don't come over here disrespecting me. I have some of the greatest moderators out here on these YouTube streets. And I thank God for them. And they're going to get you out of here because they know how I feel. And they know what I expect over here. Relaxation, conversation, agree to disagree, and move on about our business. When I shut YouTube off, I'm busy. I'm in my own world. If I have time throughout the day, I may look, I may not look. But I do not do the messy mess, okay? I'm too old for that. And I respect a lot of people that you may not see in my chat who are clergy, deacons, policemen, teachers. I respect people. So I'm not coming out here cussing, fussing, and raising hell because they know that's not me in real life. I have over 1,000 people that didn't come from this sector. They came from me, knowing them and hitting the subscribe button. So I would look kind of foolish to be out here on YouTube displaying myself as something they know I'm not. I'm going to speak up for what's right. I'm going to speak up for me, and I'm going to speak up for these people who are supporting my channel as I did when the ladies were attacked over there at the event that support my channel. Sunshine Chronicles, Hutchie, I can't remember the other ones' names who were there at the event. These people don't bother anybody. They come into my chat all the time. They respect me. I respect them. It's going on 5, 6 months now. I don't know how long exactly I've been out here, but I'm going to call it 6 months now. And they have not. The people who have disrespected my channel are long gone. Okay? And that's not bad to say that I got rid of only 2 people who claimed to support my channel in 6 months. And I will continue to get rid of them. I mean what I say. I say what I mean. That's it. That's all. Okay. Let me get on down. Uh, Give me a minute. Another thing I said from day one, I let you know my life story. MY. I put my life story out here. I put my humble beginnings out here. Am I going to talk about my life every day? No, because some things about my life I don't want you to know. They're personal, they're private, they're my business, okay? I put out here as much of my life as I want you to know. Every day you're walking with me throughout my life. You don't see me walking and beefing with nobody that comes into my life or I let you see in my life, okay? That's just not who I am. If I see I can't get along with you, I move on. You don't have to tell me to move on. Roz never told me to move on. She invited me to her channel. Turned her down 3 times. I don't roll like that. I don't do drama on a daily basis, tearing down somebody off the back of somebody else to make it out here. I don't have to do that. Thank you, Jesus. Okay? And that is who I am. All right? I've been grown for a long time. If any of y'all followed me from Tea Time with Chrissy as a co-host, I told my story over there. I had to grow up at 5 years old, while most people were still playing with baby dolls. Most people were still doing mud pies. They hopping, what is it, skipping and jumping ropes, hopscotch, or whatever games we played back then before all of this new game stuff came out, apps and stuff on social media. We actually played real games. We played baseball on Sunday evenings at family. And there was always a baseball game every Sunday evening around 3 o'clock. And we played until dark. That's how I grew up. I grew up in many different households because of my mom being sick at the age of 5. I had to grow up quick. I had to learn to do things that most 5-year-olds today can't do. Balance a checkbook. Clean. Had been watching my grandmama in the store cook. I had to do a little bit of that too. What little bit I knew how to do. So I was on the stove, on the stool, until after my mother had head surgery. She had a 40% chance of living. You got to realize this was in 1965. Medical science was not what it is today. She went to Osler Foundation in New Orleans and had a pseudo tumor removed from her brain. I am 5. I have to understand this, that my mother may not ever come back home with me. I'm the youngest. My sister was not here. She's 12 years younger than me. I am the only girl. I had to learn to accept death and dying, sick, pain, and everything at 5. It grew me up pretty fast. I lived in different households with my aunt first, my mother's sister. I went from there to my first grade teacher, Miss Gardner. May she rest in peace. I had a beautiful life, even though I didn't have a traditional life. It brings tears to my eyes to think about it. But I got through it, and I hold no animosity towards anybody or anything. It was my life. It was my life journey. If you don't know what people have been through in life, leave them the hell alone. Let them live. And that's how I feel out here on YouTube. I don't bother you, so don't bother me. Moving on. I went from Miss Gardner's house to back home with my family after almost 2 years. My mother, for a year, had to learn how to walk, talk. All of her motor skills were gone. And I could not be there with her because she could not have noise. And I was the little one. So the brother who just passed went with me everywhere I went to protect and take care of his little sister. He was 5 years older than me. And that's why when he got sick in the end, he took care of me when I was young. And I was there for him until he closed his eyes in the end. All right. So now, those of you who didn't know my young life story, you do now. That's why I don't come out here bothering people or getting into messy mess. Because I learned at an early age, it's better to get along with people than to not get along with people. All right? After I turned, I think I was 14 when I started babysitting for the White family that my parents were friends with. I've mentioned their names many times. They are gone now. Senator Adcock and Judge Futica. Big, wealthy, Caucasian names in small town, rural Monroe. I lived a different life all my life. I told y'all that day one. I was different. I was different from all of my brothers and sisters because my life was not like theirs. I got caught up into a situation not by my own doing, but because of my mother's health failing. So I've had to be grown a long time and become independent very early and self-sustaining very early and learn how to take care of me. Then I fell into integration, coming out of a segregated world into an all-white world. I had to learn how to deal with that. My freshman year in high school is when my high school integrated. One of 5 blacks that stepped on that campus. So my life story is different. I don't have any animosity towards that. A lot of people who hated me because I was black, we're now friends. They have outgrown the stupidity of racism. And we are over there on Facebook as friends. I learned to get along with them after my freshman year there. Became very popular on that campus. Was in many activities. My freshman year, I was not even allowed to get into anything. All I could do was go to school. I wasn't accepted. By the time I reached my 10th grade year, I was in the library club. I was an honor student. I was uh, achieving awards. I was in the choir, really big in the music department. I sung at my high school graduation in a choral group that was created by Ms.V, who was the music director, who ended up at my college at Louisiana Tech when I got there. She accepted 2 blacks into, and there were other blacks in the big choir, but only 2 in her ensemble. And there was 7 of us. And there was 2 blacks, and her pianist, her accompanist was black. So that was Ann McKinney, her piano accompanist, Charmaine Price, an awesome first soprano. She had been in this day and time, she probably could have been a Whitney Houston. She had that voice back then. If she had had the training that she needed and continued with her music career. None of us kept it but Ann. Um, Ann Russell and I were second sopranos. She ended up being a nurse in my hometown. And her and my sister-in-law who passed away were friends. She asked my sister-in-law about me all the time. And even 20 years later, we went to a reunion in Monroe. I had no idea it was going to be a segregated reunion. I thought after 20 years, no, it was my 10th year. That was the first reunion. And I thought after 10 years of being gone and going through life, we would be together. To go to the Catfish Cabin and realize that I walked into a room of nothing but Caucasians. And they're accepting me. But the blacks were on the other side. And that's who had invited me. My algebra teacher was there. They all tried to make excuses and welcome me. And I told them no. I would not attend a segregated class reunion. And until this day, we still have not come together and never will. We have separate class reunions, and we have to go back to the junior high school where we all went to school and come together as three schools to have a reunion. Because we all would have gone to Carroll High School had we stayed segregated. But due to integration, we ended up at either Neville High School on the north side or Wasserman High School on the south side. They closed down Carroll High School in my ninth grade year to integrate it. So there was no black school. You had to go to one or the other. Those were challenges, people, for a person my age to go through and still get along with everybody. I managed to do it then, and that's how I managed to do it now, because I don't act any different out here on YouTube than I've had to act in real life situations on my life's journey. Okay? So that is my life. That is who I am. If you think that I'm going to get involved in any of this beef out here on YouTube, you're on the wrong channel. We're going to stay relaxed. We're going to enjoy this ride. Those who rock, rock. Those who don't, don't. That's your business. I don't encourage nobody to come over. I want people to come over on their own. I want them to be here because they want to be here, not because I'm out here beefing with somebody and causing drama for them to come. If I have to grow slower than some, then that's what I do. Doesn't matter to me. Like I've said in the beginning, I would rather know you through your comments and you coming into my chat on a daily basis than to sit up out here and just come with drama every day to build a channel. I don't need money that bad. I don't care if I was down to my last dime. I have a brain, thank God, and I know how to make money. I have hustle in me, okay? And I know how to legally hustle if I need money. I'm not nobody's dummy, well educated, probably have forgotten more than I've ever learned. But I will not be a flip-flopper, and I will not be a mess maker, nor will I create drama. I really appreciate y'all coming into the chat this morning. So let me get back up to the top of my chat and speak to everybody as a whole. And I'm going to read some comments. And then I'm going to get off of here. And I'm going to go on about my day. I am Michelle for Life says, I'm in disbelief. I like both. And I do too. And I will continue to support both. Michelle, as for you, you follow your heart. You do what you want to. How I deal with it, those who beef, you will never see me comment on either one of them. If I go into there and I see what they doing, I kick back, I go back into the bushes. If that person has not come for me, that's how I handle it. You handle it however you choose to and what's best for you. I do not tell people what to do. I do not tell people who to support out here. That's not my business. I don't have a blueprint for nobody's life but my own. That's it, and that's all. Okay, I'm reading comments only right now, okay? Because I've already been on here almost an hour. Jam Jam says, I listened to that last night, but I had no idea who they were talking about, and neither did I until almost Rita was almost off of there. And I commented to her the same thing. I didn't know she was having a problem with DJ because I haven't been in a lot of lives lately. When you're packing and moving and making a major move in your life, you don't have time for no YouTube. I have time to do what's on my to-do list. And I have a to-do list today that I have to get done today. Okay? What I have on my to-do list today, it's a deadline. Today is the deadline for it. So I may not be able to see no YouTube. And even if I had seen it, I wouldn't have gotten involved in it. Okay? Alrighty, let's see. Getting on down to the comments. You're living your life in peace and not pieces. Exactly, Catherine. I don't have time for that. I don't have enough life left for that to be a drama queen. Never wanted to be one. Always just wanted to be me. And if I say I'm different from my brothers and my sisters, then how could I be like anybody else? And we all came from the same mother and father with the same DNA. I've always had my own mind. Nobody tells me what to do. My parents are dead and gone. When they left, that was the end of anybody telling me how to live my life. They did a pretty good job of raising me. I hit some walls because I was hard-headed at times and I wouldn't listen. Okay? But it doesn't mean that they didn't tell me. They told me. I hit that brick wall because I thought I had a better way. That's why I come out here and I can say what I say and try to tell you not to hit the wall that I hit. Thank God it was nothing major where I had to go to jail or be on drugs or have babies early out of wedlock. None of that happened. They preached that to me on a daily basis. My mom told me when I left to go to college, promise me you will not get on drugs and you will not bring me no more babies home. She had had 7 of her own and put all of us through college. My dad did because he didn't have a college degree. He regretted it all of his life because his parents owned a grocery store and 120 acres and could have afforded to send him. He chose not to want to go and regretted it all of his life and pushed education all of his life and sent his wife first to Grambling University. His next son, Southern University. The next one, Alcorn. It was college then, Lorimer, Mississippi. The next one, Grambling University, the one that just passed. Me, Louisiana Tech University. The last one, Northeast Louisiana State University. He wanted each and every one of his kids educated because he saw where you wasn't going to be able to make it off of a high school degree like he did. My mother came out in August. My brother started Southern in August. That's how close. He would have had two in at the same time. I told y'all it took her almost 7 years to finish. People in the neighborhood was telling him she ain't gonna never finish. She was smart. My mama was very smart. She had two kids. My brother that just passed and me while she was there. She dropped out to be with her babies until we were big enough to walk. And that's why it took her 7 years. But after that, she taught school over 30 years, had a master's degree, 30 plus. And she was a woman from a whole different era than I was, when black women were not getting degrees back then. A lot of them were housewives. The men were out working. But I am proud to say that each and every one of my aunties did very well, coming from a little small community called Bosco, Louisiana, that had nothing there but families. They had to come to Monroe to even go shopping, which was, it's a good 30-minute drive from where they lived. But they all did well. They were either, most of them were teachers, because that's about all you could do back then, is teach school. And two of them were dietitians. She had, it was 10 of them. It actually was 11. And the brothers did well also. One uncle worked for the railroad. That was big money back then. That's big money now. Another uncle was a contractor. Another uncle helped him in his business. They owned a business together. Okay? And that's where I came from. My father was an only child. So I had no aunties and uncles. And I had great aunties who passed away when I was early, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old. They were all gone. So my father's family became my mother's family because he was an only child, which was unusual for back then too, because most people had a bunch of children back then. Okay? Moving on down. I always come for peace and no drama. Exactly, Jam Jam. And you won't get it over here. You haven't gotten it, and you won't get it over here. If I'm made mad out here, you won't see me come on till I calm myself down. I reason with what happened, and then get some content to come out here with. Um, Thank you, Living Purpose. And I also went to your channel, Living Purpose, and liked your comment, and I liked and commented on your channel last night. You're going to grow because you're positive and you're putting out some good content. Don't give up. Keep going. Okay? Don't stop. You've been through a lot, and I understand where you've been. Okay? Diane Fisher say, that's right, Ms.V. Michelle Quinn say, good morning, everyone. This is so sad. There shouldn't be any reason that we cannot get along, even with our differences. And I totally agree with you. Sandra McHenry is saying, that's right, Miss V, and she's giving me a thumbs up. Okay, I'm only reading comments. If y'all are speaking, I'm not going to read all of that because I don't want to be on here 2 or 3 hours. Wanda Clayton, you're exactly right. And V, and you've been saying this from day one, and I truly admire your honesty. Thank you, Wanda. Wanda's also saying, speak, Miss V. I used to listen to a lot of chats. This is from Jam Jam. But I have a problem listening to people tear down those I like. Exactly. And that you don't have a problem with either. Why would you do that? Why would you listen to them if they tearing down someone you like? I don't I don't do that. And I don't like that either, Jam Jam. And I will not. Catherine says, hello, everyone. I'm just respecting Miss V's commentary. Nothing personal, okay? Okay. Getting them down to the comments. Catherine lives in peace, not pieces, says, speak truth in love as always, Miss V. I can't do anything else. I told y'all I will not miss heaven and hit hell on a technicality of coming out here in my last days here on earth and beef with somebody on YouTube that I don't even know, never met before. Got the wrong person, baby. Sharonda says the event was absolutely lovely, and I commented to Sharita several times. My statement was it was epic. I saw nothing wrong with anything. It was an event I would have attended because people got along. They seemed to be very friendly. There was a lot of food there. It was good food. It was presented well. I mean, what do you want? People to go to an event and pay their money to go beef? Not me. When I spend my money, I'm going to have a good time. Absolutely. That's it, and that's all. The real yo-yo is saying, I'm not a flip-flopper neither. I don't give a damn about them folks. Beef, I'm on here because I can stand that. I can't stand that pig, and that's facts. Solo dolo. These ways. And that's coming from Yo-Yo Reacts. She has a channel out here, and she's also my moderator. Please like, share, and subscribe. Jam Jam said the event was beautiful, and I enjoyed watching them, and I feel the same way. I concur, Jam Jam. Jam Jam says, Ms. V said, I ain't there. I ain't going there. And you can't make me. Nobody can make me do anything I don't want to do. If you don't know me, you might ask some of these people that are come in contact with me that really know me in real life. And I come in contact with them all the time while I'm out here on YouTube. They really know me in real life. That's why I don't bother about what these people out here on YouTube say about me, because they don't know me in real life. Ask those when I'm on live with them anything you want to know about Miss V. And they're going to tell you straight up who I am. And I am who I am. If I like it, I like it. And if I don't, I don't. And you can't change my mind. I have my own mind. Always have, always will. The real yo-yo say, you right, Miss V. Ain't your business. Same here. Nope. You ain't did nothing to me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? Okay, let's see. Where am I? Hi, Lily. How you doing? I'm trying to find the comments, y'all. That's what I wanted to read, not to stay on here all morning long. Catherine says, hang in there, Miss V. Always. Doesn't bother me. I do me on my platform. And I grow as I grow. And I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. Last week I saw where I had 126 new subscribers. So I must be saying something right, or I must be doing something right. And I'm going to continue to do it. However I grow. I don't need the drama to grow. Amy says, wow, I never knew that, Miss V. Just makes me admire you more. Thank you, Amy. Michelle is saying hugs to you, Miss V. Nothing I'm saying, I haven't said it on either Tea Time with Chris's chat when I was co-hosting with her, or on my channel. Maybe you missed it, but you got the whole gist of who I am today on this video. You would have to go back and look at most of the videos, because I've said the same thing since day one. I have no reason to come out here and lie about my life and nothing in my life. I don't dig into other people's life. I don't dox. I don't have time. I don't care. And I didn't appreciate my life being doxed. What did you find? You didn't find a damn thing. And you won't. I am who I say I am. All right? Ashante was the first one to dox me when she was riding with Ross. We settled the difference. She publicly apologized to me. She has been into my chat. She is welcome into my chat anytime she wants to. Whatever her beef is out here with people ain't got nothing to do with me. Nope. I don't get into other people's beef. Nasha, the cook, is speaking. The real yo-yo say, don't cry, Ms.V. You're going to make me cry. Told y'all I was a crybaby. I didn't lie. Okay? Paula, we need to all get along, Miss V. Exactly. And I do my best. I'm not a follower. I've always had to be a leader. But I don't come out here picking with people, lying on people, and poking. You never seen me do that. And you won't. I have no reason to do that. Okay? To just, Miss V, don't be sad. You're loved. Thank you. Myra says, Paula, I've got to catch some replays. I've been behind. I've been watching AV's replays. Thank you, Myra, and thank you for coming in moderating. Michelle Quinn, people don't often change. If you remain quiet and just observe, most disagreements occur when there's been misunderstandings and not communicating early. My thing is, if I ever have a problem, this is me, out here on YouTube with a content creator, and we've supported each other or we've subscribed to each other, I always say, you know how to contact me. Don't bring it out here on YouTube. You got my email. I put it out here for you to have. Contact me and let's solve the problem. And if we can't get along, let's move on. I don't have to call your name. You don't have to call mine. But to come out here and bring it to YouTube, to the world, I don't operate like that. No. Amy says, same for me, Miss V. Shonda thoughts, I want to laugh today. You will tonight, Shonda, but this is a positive message about me and my life and how I feel about my content creators out here on YouTube who I call my coworkers. We work for YouTube, so we are coworkers, okay? This is not a laughing matter this morning. Not with me anyway. Now tonight I might be on one because I've gotten out everything I wanted to say this morning. Tracy is here and she's saying truth and she's praying. Thank you, Tracy. Paula praying for DJ and Rita. I love them both. Exactly. And hopefully they can resolve their differences and move on with their content. And if not, they can still move on with their content. Okay? Jam Jam say, amen, Miss V, and thank you for being who you are. I appreciate you, Jam Jam. Miss V, how was the brand of coffee you brought? I have it here. I've been talking so much, I forgot. I got it in here. It's good. I love it, Granny K. Thank you. It was bourbon something. I showed it to y'all yesterday. Sylvia says, hi, Ms. V, came in late, but I want to hear the beginning because it sounds like your beginning was pretty interesting. It's very interesting to have lived my life. I don't know anybody. I've never met anybody in life who's lived my life, not even my own siblings, okay? And there may be somebody out here, but I don't know them, okay? And that's why I was real upset with Roz coming out here with her bullshit about me. Don't tell my story. I tell my own story. And I can back it up with receipts from many people who are still alive and in my life. Miss Oliphant, who gave me the meat yesterday and who's been supplying me with groceries ever since I've been over here. We've been friends since we were 5. Nobody knows me any better than she does. My high school friends and classmates who come into my chat from time to time. My home folks who come into my chat from time to time. Why would they come into my chat if they knew I was lying and they not say, you haven't heard it and you won't hear it. Okay? Myra wants everybody to hit the like button. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm reading comments on and spoke to everybody. Happiness, wellness, love. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hey, Ms.V, my son graduated from Grambling State. Oh, really? My mother and my baby brother graduated from Grambling State. He had a band scholarship, and my mom went there would have been in the 50s because I was a little girl. It was nothing like it is now. Grambling is well noted for their athletes. They have put many athletes into professional positions in football and baseball. And they're noted for their nursing now. One of the best nursing departments out here in college world. Yep. He played in the jazz band and drum line. Okay, my brother would have been in that band in the 70s because I started Louisiana Tech and graduated with my first degree in 72. So he was coming out around 68 or 69 because he's 5 years older than me. Yep. And went all over the world with Grambling Band. He went to Africa while he was there with Grambling. Yep. Paula, I love your content. You're so positive. Thank you, Paula. Angela says it's sad that Queen can't get along. It's life, Paula. Everybody's not going to get along. And they don't know how to readjust when they can't get along and move on. That's what I want to see before I close my eyes out here on YouTube. If you can't get along, readjust and move on. I've had to do it. I could have come out here every day talking about Roz. Nope. She's not that important in my life. I don't care what she says. She sent people for me. I told you I refuse to argue with a 26-year-old when I have a 42-year-old. I don't argue with her. She lives her life with her family. So why in the hell would I come out here and argue with her child? That's her child. That's how she raised her child. I didn't raise mine like that. That's why you don't see her in my chat, on my channel. And you won't. She has her life. She's in the medical field. I'm not. She doesn't even care that much about social media and does not want to be on here or her children on here. And that's why you have not seen them. Okay? Some of my family, they're good with it. She's not. I respect it. Okay? It's sad that Queen... Okay, I read that. I am so glad I just followed the instructions and listened to what the Holy Spirit shows me. It never steers me wrong. And it won't, Devetta. It will not. Even when you were over there on that other channel, it steered you away from there because you saw it wasn't right. It wasn't inspirational. It was mess. That's where I met you because I was over there too. When I came back, I knew something had happened. I did a video, I dropped it, and I said she changed, and then she coming for me for content. No, you will not. Okay? No, you will not. Unless you prepare. Like I say, I'm not arguing out here on these YouTube streets. You want to settle it with me and you got a problem with me? Let's go to federal court. I'm prepared every day, all day long. Okay? You be careful when you come for me. Because I'm not coming for you. Not in the way you coming. Bickering and arguing. I ain't got time for that. Go get your lawyer. May the best man win. And I said federal, okay? And I mean what I say. Okay? Twyla say, good morning, Miss V. All I believe this was all conjured up to keep the focus off of the New York event. In my opinion, that New York event is and cannot compare to what Rita, Sweet Tea, Mika, and the other ladies. And it won't. We've already seen Hawaii and how they interacted there, How can you talk about somebody when we didn't see nothing you did but fight at a table with some people you didn't know? No respect for them being there whatsoever. But you got a blueprint? Not for my life, you don't. Shonda Thought says, this don't be beef, it's all content. I really don't care, Shonda, to be honest, whether it's beef or content, I'm not getting involved in it. That's all I'm going to say about that. If it's not concerning me personally, and you didn't call out my name, and I said if you address me, my God-given name by my parents is Vietta Carol Brown, now Robertson is the last name that I have, okay? Brown is my maiden name. If you don't address me by either one of those names, you're not talking to me. So all them AKAs this and AKAs that, stick it where the sun don't shine. Okay? Living Purpose, Ms. V, you have me in tears this morning. Thank you for sharing. You are a strong, beautiful person. Thank you for supporting my page. I thank God for letting me find your page. No problem. Like I say, I support most and a lot of new content creators that are coming out here. I support because I've been there. And if I've listened to your content and you're positive and you're just talking about your life or your life story, or you trying to elaborate on a topic maybe, I'm going to shout you out. Now, if you come out here with the mess and hooking up with people who have attacked me for no reason, I'm never going to shout you out. I'm never going to your channel. It is what it is. Okay? All right, let me get on down. Catherine says last night was proof positive of that. A barber, Keith, come to your home to cut your hair and didn't take pay. You're genuine. I really feel like I know you personally. If you don't, you will, because I'm coming the same way every day. You very rarely will you ever see me upset unless it's about somebody that I know in real life, or some of y'all who support me, and I know I've gotten to know you through the chat. I'm a crybaby, and I'm gonna shed some tears. I have empathy. I have sympathy for people. People had sympathy and empathy for me throughout the things I've gone through in life. Okay? And I don't forget where I came from. Never. Okay? Living purpose at the end of time, only what we do for Christ will last. Exactly. And that's the word. Even in this sector, let God be glorified. Thank you very much. That's the word. Okay? The real yo-yo say, living purpose, you got it. Keep going. Don't give up. Exactly. You can't. You may start off slow, but people got to know you're out here. And you'll eventually grow because you're a positive channel. You're going to grow a little bit slower. You don't have that drama going on, but just keep bringing it. Keep bringing it. Writing community posts. Do skits if you can. Skits don't always have to be funny always either. They can be inspirational skits. A skit can be anything you want it to be. This is the skit sector. Latrice started that. That's how she came up doing skits. And she always promote people to do skits. Okay? She's supposed to have one coming out today. I can't wait to watch because she said it was going to be a skit that hopefully will go viral. And I certainly wish it would. I don't wish anybody to not do the best that they can do in life. That's a hater. I'm not a hater. All right. Living Purpose says, thanks for sharing my handle. Yo, thanks for the encouragement. Always over here. We encourage people. We help people. We don't tear down people. God ain't going to bless me for coming on here tearing you down. And then when trouble come in my life, I'll be like, oh, if I probably hadn't said that about that lady, if I hadn't done that to that lady, I don't have to worry about that. Whatever trouble comes in my life, it was coming anyway. It was just my life, okay? And you learn how to get through the negative and the positives. Grow up, okay? To say I was curious who this Roz is, and I searched for her. Oh my God, I am traumatized by that nasty mouth and what the heck is on her throat. She needs to clear a mucus. She has a lot of things that she really needs to be doing, but this is all about money to her. And she was saying she would do anything. And she's going to have supporters because people support the kind of stuff that they like, okay? She's not going to grow too much faster than what she's growing. She'll never get to what Latrice is tearing her down. Mm-mm. Your big content creators out here, I don't care who they are, they did not get there creating drama and tearing nobody down. Your Tabitha Browns, your LaTruth, they didn't get there like that. And there are many more other big content creators bigger than them. If you look at them, they may have 1 million subscribers, but they ain't tearing nobody down. Mm-mm. And the only thing they have to watch, the bigger you are, the more people are going to come for you. Because they want to be you. They want to be like you. I ain't never want to be like nobody but me. God created me in his own image, not me and somebody else. I accept it for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because I'm a grown, seasoned woman with a brain of my own. Okay? The commonality we all have is not longer enough to sustain some relationships. A lot of folks in this who don't agree with Roz came together to make that point. But the MO for Rita and DJ is different. And like I say, I'm not going to continue to hop on that. I hope they get it together. And if they don't, just move on. And let those who support both. And those who want to go with Rita, or those who want to go with DJ, that's their business, okay? Can't tell nobody who to go with. Michelle Quinn says, Ms.V, exactly. My last comment was about conflict resolution. I am a certified mediator for the state of Texas. Okay? Told y'all that too. So I would be more of a mediator for them than anything. DJ, what's the problem? Sharita, what's the problem? How can we resolve this? Okay? So we can just all move on. That's my position in it. Nothing else. Okay? Devetta Hurst, everyone have a great afternoon and happy Friday. Gotta run some errands, okay? Miss Warren G says, much love, Miss V. Get you some lunch. See you later on this evening, okay? Hanging out. I'm here. We'll catch the replay. No problem. I haven't gotten to my content yet because I'm learning to upload videos now, which is coming along slowly, but I'm learning, and it will. Okay, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you all for coming in this morning. Shonda, I saw what you said. You ready for some laughs? I'm going to try to think of something and bring it back to you at 7:30 tonight because all of y'all know I am not on here on the weekend. The weekend is my time. I have to get away from YouTube, okay, and enjoy my life on the weekend. Not that I don't enjoy my life every day, but I take the weekends off for me. I pop on if it's something that, is funny or something I want y'all to see, but otherwise, no. But stay blessed. Thank you for coming in, listening to me this morning. I hope that I brought my content where you can all understand exactly where Ms.V is coming from, how I feel about everything out here. And y'all have a great day. I love you much. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all tonight. Have a great day.